crafters, makers, and everything in between. Are you ready? Hello? How art thou? How is't thou today? How is't thou today? Doing okay. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Thank you for letting me know. I realized today. Did that work? Now that I'm talking, I see. I realized today that my volume mixer has been messed with. I don't remember messing with it, but all of our sounds and music have been like turned way down. I think I did it at some point when we were doing the Stitch and Bitch so the people could be heard really well. And then forgot to turn it back up. So the music may be louder than it's supposed to be, or than I want it to be. So let me know how it is now. But yeah. Welcome. Hi Panchan. Hi K-Cat. Hello. Welcome on in. We're just getting started for today. Doing a quick cleanup so I know where everything is. But yeah. Huzzah. I can't hear it now. Okay, cool. It's one or the other. Better? Oh, you're fine. You're good. I appreciate the help. Because I can't hear it the way that you're hearing it. I mean, I can, but it's a little tricky too. Okay. We're getting into... Sounds good? Good. Awesome. How are you doing today, K-Cat? We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna spin the whip wheel. I took the soul sow off. Like, it's still here. I just took the wedge off. Because we did that on Monday, and I don't want to get it again. I would prefer if we did 2 whip days that were 2 different things, thingamabobs. So I took it off for today since we did it on Monday. So we will see what we shall get for today. Doing well. Working, but not very hard. Well, I mean, at least you're not straining yourself. Relax. Relax. Tiny Decisions app. This is Spin the Wheel. That is the app. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. It's really just a wheel app. Yeah. I just found it for my iPad when I was looking for a wheel. Okay. Here we go. We shall see what we work on today. We have Mapsal, Pokemon, Cozy Cafe, Carby, Lord of the Rings sampler, the sock, which if the sock gets rolled, I'm really dreading because I'm going to have to find the pattern again. I'm going to have to figure out where I was on the pattern, and then I'm going to have to remember how to actually knit. Latch hooking, Kita, diamond painting, Numel, the Harry Potter Soya, Cat's a Disney character, Numel bracelet, Fake Mon, Ami, and the Lunar Princess Sal. Reroll, no one will hold it against you. The sock is just a lot. Any of these other ones I can get down with, but the sock is a lot. So here we go. Wow. Carby. Interesting. I don't think I expected that to be rolled today. Okay. Carby it is. Let me go grab it. I saw sock and I was like, please pass it, please pass it, please pass it. I would have been fine with the, I think it was almost Lord of the Rings sampler as well. I'd have been fine with that. Okay, here is Carby. There's actually not too much left to do on Carby, but we'll just have to get into it. And I'll have to remember how this was being made. I think I have the pattern on my Etsy. It is intentional. Yes. Yeah. I tried to get it working again today and it wasn't working. So I don't know what's up with I've used several different chats these last couple of days and none of them have been working. So I don't know how to fix it. Azraelis, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So yes, it was unfortunately intentional. One day we'll have chat back on the screen. We're working on Carby. So for anybody that doesn't know, in the newest Kirby game, Kirby could eat a lot of things and become them, and one of them is a car. And I fell in love with it, so I decided to make Carby. So that's what we're working on today. It is a project I haven't touched in over a year, I think. Pause to make some din-dins. What are you making for din-din? I cleaned this morning. I cleaned good. What am I thinking about? I cleaned the litter boxes. cleaned the litter boxes. Okay. Sorry, this item is sold out. What do you mean? I'm trying to download the pattern. Okay. We have done this bit. And we have done around past that bit. So we're gonna keep going. The only thing that I kind of messed up is I don't remember what hook I was using. I think at this point I was using a hook I don't love too much. I think it was one of these two. 3.5 and a 4. Let me try using one of these and seeing if it's too tight. Oh, oh, ugh, that's too tight. That seems okay. We'll do a round and see. But how's everybody doing today? Ugh, I remember why I stopped using this crochet hook. It's awful. Me no likey. Looks like a booty. It does look very much like a baby booty, yeah. Tired but gotta get going. I feel that. I feel that. Oh, I have a question for you. In Pokemon Sleep, what is your Snorlax currently eating? Mine's on curry right now. Curries? What types of curries have you discovered? I'm curious. I only have four curries, 4 different types of curries. I just realized today that I wasn't getting some ingredients because some of my Pokemon just don't collect them. So I changed out some of my Pokemon so that they will collect some of the ones that I would like. I'm gonna have to put on both headphones. I was trying to keep an ear out for Alex, but this thing squeaks. This crochet hook squeaks with the yarn. The little squeaks that it's making is driving me crazy. Fancy apple bean burger and mild honey curry. How did you make the bean burger one? I don't have that one. I have fancy apple, mild honey curry. I got a tomato curry today. And a chowder. Those are the 4 that I have. Tomato curry. Yeah. Keshi! How are you today, Keshi? We're working on Carby. The wheel has decided. The wheel has spoken. Oh, hi. I used bean sausage, pure oil, green grass, soybeans. Oh, I don't know. I don't know for sure the sausages were part of it. Oh, okay. Okay. It doesn't tell you the recipe? Usually it says underneath it. Oh, I guess that's only if you're making a meal, though. Have you already made lunch? I know for sure the sausages were part of it. Gotcha. I don't have any sausages yet, because that's one of the ingredients that I realized I wasn't getting from my thingies. So I put out pokes that gather them. And of course I'm not getting any. When it's being made, sadly not in notes. Damn. Okay. Yeah, because when you're in here it tells you. So I can tell you the solar powered tomato curry is the special one that I got, and the chowder. You have the other 2. I don't know if you can see that or if the glare is too much. Keshi, how's your day been? So the Solar power tomato curry is 10 tomats and 5 spicy herb. And then the chowder is 7 moo moo milk. Seven moo moo milk. Unfortunately, I don't have... I don't have anything that I can make a new recipe with those. I don't have those. Yeah. You can look through your Pokemon. I don't know. You probably already know this. I'm sorry you've been having a long day, Kishi. I wish I could make it short for you. A short day for Kishi. I got a new Snorlax on this island, and I'm a little sad because the Snorlax that I had on this island was a shiny Snorlax. But yeah, if you go into your Pokemon box, and you click on them, you can see what ingredients and berries they find down here. So like this Sculpin finds soybeans, and then at 30 he'll find those mushrooms. And so I just went through and pulled out Pokemon that have ingredients that I don't have yet this morning. Like, the Mankey is supposed to give me the sausage, and the Spheal is supposed to give me the oil. Eventually. A Slowpoke candy! I'm really gunning for Slowpoke candies. Because my Slowpoke, I have a King's Rock and a linking cord. So all I need is 80 Slowbro candies. And then I can have a Slowking. So. I'm gunning for a Slowking. Oh, also, Keshi and Pan, if you can hear me. I didn't learn this until yesterday in youth stream, but you can have editors. You can have people that can edit stream. So I made y'all editors. Your special mods. So you should be able to see when ads start now. And I think you can change the stream title and category. Super mods. That way I can see the ad break. Yeah. 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 I don't expect y'all to like do anything really with it, but it is nice to have y'all be able to mess around with stuff if I can't. That's true, you can also snooze ads if you want. But like I said, I don't expect you to pay too much mind to it. It's just nice to have. Yeah, I was supposed to switch to white because this is supposed to be the windows. But it's Kirby. The whole thing is Kirby. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Our music stopped and I don't know why. 10. Okay, there we go. I have to sneeze. 1 second. Apologies. I had to sneeze. I had to sneeze. Look like shoe. Yeah, it does look like a shoe. It does. How are you doing today, Luna? I assure you it will look like a car. Eventually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There's a pokes, an eye palm. Sorry, I sneezed, and now my nose is itchy. You've showed us some nice balls. What? You? On stream? On stream yesterday? Some tapioca balls? Is it just me or the Fritos on a barbecue twist don't taste as... They don't. They don't, Keshi. I don't get them anymore because they don't. They're not as spicy. And they're not as sweet anymore. They're more barbecue-y. And I don't like it. I don't remember much. Oh, the boba. Yeah. The boba. It's heckin' adorable. Heckin' adorable. But yeah, you've made an adorable boba tea sticker yesterday. Now different colorways. It's very cute. I really love the hydrate that you worked on as well. And the sriracha bottle is heckin' adorable with the chicken on it. It's very cute. Very cute. I can't wait for them to go up. Hi, Lila, honey. Hi, my girl. Yeah. Hi, my girl. Here. Come here so I can give you face scritches. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Lila likes the ear scritches. Yeah. We like the ear scritches. Yeah. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Yeah, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Everyone bow down. Bow down. Bow. To Her Majesty. Queen Lila. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. 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 You're being such a good girl. Such a good girl. Oh, so Alex got his schedule. For school. And it seems like he'll mostly be teaching on Tuesday. And then a little bit on Wednesday, I believe. So it doesn't seem like my schedule's gonna change too much. I might just push Tuesday back by an hour. And potentially Wednesday, depending on when that starts. Daddy Omics. No. No. He'll be teaching labs. Hi, Nick. Thank you. Hello. Not as elegant as Lila, might I add. Intro to spankings. No. He would get fired if he lectured that. And we don't want Alex to get fired. No, unfortunately, this semester, I think he'll mostly be taking biochem, which is kind of ridiculous because that's not really his specialty. In fact, it's kind of his weak point. So, not great. Also, next Thursday is his proposal. So he is proposing his research, and if they like it, then he'll be able to start working on his defense, which will be very nice. I can't tell if this is the back of the car or the front of the car. I think it's the back of the car. When does it start to make sense? I also finished Pikmin 4 last night. I finished the main story. I got to the credits. But after I finished the main story, I realized that there was more. There's a whole nother area. So, and then there's more story after the credits. So I don't know why they put the credits what seems like in the middle of the game, is what it feels like. But whatever. But I got to the credits in Pikmin 4. And I've been really enjoying playing Pikmin. It's a very chill game. There's not a lot of time crunches. There's like specific levels where it's a bit of a time crunch. But that's it. I'm wondering if I should put some sort of flat plastic in the bottom of this to help keep it flat. Okie dokie, Lunaku. Good luck doing what you gotta do. Corn muscles! Thank you for the lurk. Hopefully you're having a good day. Appreciate ya. Into back loops only. Hey, let me move this pattern over here. Crochet 2 together. Crochet 2 together. Hey, Frissy. Shnoomy. That's me. How you doing today? How you feeling? You working from home? How is your finger? Hate this crochet hook. Ugh. The worst crochet hook. Lucky! When the office had my stitches removed, it was just so fun. A licky! A licky? Licky licky? Licky? And you realize you don't know how to say a Pokemon name? Licky? I know it's the pre-evolution of Licky Tongue. What is that name? Licky. Licky. Lung. Just an I instead of a... Ah, I think I've always said licky. Because I just probably have not noticed that there's an I there before. Licky. The pre-evolution of Licky Tongue. Oh shoot. I was supposed to do... 4 single crochets, I believe. Congrats on your catch. Congrats on the catch. Yeah. We're making Carby. Hopefully we can finish it today. Then that's another whip off the whip wheel. Which means I'm that much closer to starting a new project. I should probably tell myself I have to finish a page on Pokemon before I can start another project as well, or else Pokemon will never get done. Looks man, not sure. See you in 2 weeks. Wow. Have a little bit more confidence, friend. You're doing good work here. I hope. Jeez. I guess, but still. Give you a little room to hope, you know? So we just keep doing this? We just keep crocheting 2 together until it's closed? Yeah, okay. Nails, things, you know. We're closing up the top, okay. I'm still debating putting... Let me go see if I can find a plastic, like that plastic canvas for cross stitch. See if I can put a piece in the bottom so that it stays flat. I found some. Yeah. I'm just gonna put a piece in the bottom here so that it will be more structured in the bottom is my thought. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I mean, it's pretty flexible still, but I feel like that'll work pretty good. Grab a loaf. Shovel for loaf. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. We'll keep closing up the top. And then we do 2. Correctamundo. Oh, 3. My bad. Because we're on the long side. And then crochet 2 together. The respect shown towards other daddies is admirable. One, 2. Then crochet 2 together. And then we do 3. Crochet 2 together. And then 4. Oh, and I'm supposed to end with a crochet 2 together. I see. I see what's happening. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Okay. 1. Oh. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet. Two together. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da, Thank you for the head pats. Hopefully you're having a good day, Lunaku. I'm getting ready to play some Baldur's Gate 3. Still alive? Hey. That lets you play Baldur's Gate 3. So, that's a win to me. Hi, honey.
I'm home. I'm late.
That's okay.
You can guess why.
You were talking
To
Patrick.
Yeah. I caught him in the home as I was leaving. I texted our landlord.
Oh.
And put this litter box in. Did you clean it?
Yeah.
You were sick of it?
Yeah.
Did you refill it? And
Yeah.
leave it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Have it out of it.
Yeah. And then I put the other one in this box under your desk. I just shoved it over there, but you can move it to wherever you want.
Yeah, we'll see. Step.
Whoa.
I heard the Lord. She said that the contractor is supposed to come by maybe Monday or Tuesday. So he knew probably at our place.
Okay.
So I just popped in and told Patrick, hey, by the way, probably on for D&D at our place on Sunday. He's like, great, and then we just started talking and stuff. He's like, come into my office. I'm like, yeah. So, anything in there.
Ridiculous, you two. Ridiculous. Is today the end of Alex's stupid... No. His paper nonsense will be going until probably next summer when he graduates.
But as far as like immediate stress.
Yeah, next Thursday is his proposal. He has to present what he has in his paper, his research so far. And if they give him the go-ahead, then he can start to work on his defense. And actually publishing. So, next Thursday is the more immediate stressor. I mean this draft, yeah. He is done with this draft so far. He just needs to work on the presentation for next Thursday, which he's been working on here and there this week. And then he'll be presenting it next week. This car looks a little funky. I don't know if I made this right. I guess we'll see when they tell me to do the back end. That was the plan. We have to make the hood. I don't know what happened or why it's in the middle. But oh well. I can't really turn back and fix things because I honestly don't know where the mistake was made. This is why they tell you not to stuff it until this bit's over. Because this part's so finicky that you're gonna want to smush it so that you can get it in the right spots. Yes, Nick. Go see Dad.
No room.
But Dad, all the room. I don't have much more room than Dad does. Yeah. I don't have any room. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. Oh, I gotta give my hands a break. Good job. Good job, Lila. The perfect box to sit in. Yeah. The perfect box. What did you make for Din-Din's, Youth? Lila just jumped into a small box that's like perfectly sized for her body. Burger? Burger? Just a regular burger? Or like hamburger? Hamburger steak. Hey, Chai. I'm working on Carby. When the Kirby game came out last year, Kirby could, suck up a car and turn into a car. And I was fascinated by it. So last year I started an amigurumi Kirby car that we dubbed Carby, and I am working on that. Chicken bog for dinner. What is chicken bog? Cheeseburger and chips. Homemade cheeseburger and chips. Oh. Oh ho ho ho. You're making me jealous, youth, of your cheeseburger and chips. I made pasta last night. I had pasta with asparagus, and Alex made chicken tenders for himself, like hand breaded and fried chicken tenders. And I don't usually have any of them because I'm not usually in the mood for it. But last night, I cut one up and put it on my pasta. Oh boy, it was good. That was good stuffs. Is Kirby a Pokemon? Kirby is not a Pokemon. No, Kirby is a another Nintendo licensed character. He's like a little pink poofy boy that likes to suck up stuff and turn into those things. It's like a little adventure game. Yeah, I don't know what this is telling me to do. Single crochet the stitch together with the single crochet at the front row of the skip 5, start into the into the 6th stitch. What the heck? Beef burger today. Burger. Got home from an eye appointment. Oh, how was your eye appointment? It's rice with chicken and smoked sausage cooked in it. Ooh, sounds good. I just googled what it looks like, and they're so cute. They are very cute, Chai. They are very, very cute. Rice and chicken broth. Yeah, that sounds really good. What am I supposed to be doing here? Single crochet the stitch together with the single crochet at the front with a row of slip, skip 5 single crochet, start into 6th single crochet. What is this saying? Okay, I'm not gonna show the whole pattern because I'll be, but can someone with like a full brain understand this? Because my half brain isn't working. This line right here, this is where I'm at. Single crochet the stitch together with the single crochet at the front with a row of slip stitches. Skip 5 single crochet, start into the 6th single crochet. Does anybody know what this is supposed to mean? I really don't know what this is supposed to mean. A little too big brain for me. No, it's too big brain for me. Don't be sorry. It's confusing. Single crochet. We're just gonna finish this. Is there a photo for after? I mean, there's that photo right there, but it doesn't make any sense. With the way that it is. So. I'm just gonna, you know what? We're gonna single crochet 2 together, because that's what it said to do. And then we're gonna do slip stitches. Oh, jeez. Because maybe is, I don't know. Maybe it's trying to round out this bit. And then we'll just sew it. We'll just sew it shut. And then it'll be done. And we can't undo what we've done. That's how I usually decide to do things. Because if it's done, we can't, you know, we can't undo it if it's done. And there's the front of the car. And now we stuff it. Stuffed car. That's the next step. So that is what we shall do. You know, sometimes you just get that one pattern that's a little, makes you wonder if you know what you're doing, you know? Like, obviously, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Maybe the pattern is stupid. I don't know, because their car looks really good. My car looks like, I don't know. I've seen you do incredible stuff. I don't feel so incredible right now. I think the reason I stopped working on this was because the pattern was a little questionable at times. And I found myself confused quite a bit. So then I stopped. Thank you. Okay. We'll go ahead and sew this shut. And then, pretty color. Thank you. It was right by here. It's by Hollow Taco. I believe it's one of the Julian X Hollow Taco colors. Back when that collab happened. I'm sorry. You grumpy grump. Grumpy grump. Hey. There we go. Might try and sew back this right here. What Pokemon is that gray monkey looking Pokemon? I never seen it before. Gray monkey, this one. Ugh. Let me. That is Zarude. Zarude. It's probably a legendary. Like one of those legendaries that came out with like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Or, you know. One of the extra legendaries. Yeah. Thank you for the head paint. Thank you for the head paints. Good. I'm glad you had good burgers. Good burgers only. Welcome to Good Burger. Home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? No one's gonna know what that's from. How many people here have seen Good Burger? Came into good use. I loved Good Burger. Oh, good. Okay. At least I'm not the only one. Sometimes I make references to things and I'm like, wow, nobody's seen that. Have they? I just kind of sit here alone with my references. Guys, this doesn't look like a car. Right? Am I going crazy? It doesn't look like a car. From all that? Hell yeah. That in the library. There was a lot of really good skits. I just mostly remember all of the ones that became part of the Amanda show. Because there was all that, and then Amanda Bynes got their own show. For some reason. And I mostly remember the bits from the Amanda show that were taken from all that. Welcome back. It's a carkle. Guys, we're just gonna have to do our best with this. It doesn't look like a car to me, but maybe adding the wheels will make it look more like a car. It just doesn't look like a car. I don't know what it looks like. Wow, look at that shape. Yeah, like what is this shape supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? I'm actually mind blown. Why? Because it looks like a car, right, youth? This looks like a car, right? That's why your mind's blown. It looks like a tank to me. I wasn't going for tank. Ugh. Okay. 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 I need felt. In that top drawer, can you grab me the white and black? I have to make wheels. I love how I asked for two color picture of it.
I didn't see the colors in the dark.
I need black and white.
Don't see don't see any others in there. Nope. They're feeling me. Oh, they're right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. We have no white. And I'll have to use dark blue for the eyes. I'm just gonna glue these eyes on because honestly, I'm not invested in this project anymore. I'm not invested. Cause I think it does not look good. So we're gonna put the face on. We're gonna put the wheels on. And then we're gonna say that it's done. Cause I don't love it. And I don't think I can fix it. I don't think I can make it cute. Is the issue that I'm having currently. That is the issue that I'm having. But we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish it, by golly. So right now I'm just making some Kirby eyes with some felt. Yeah, you can have it. I don't want it. You can have it. I won't even make you pay for it. I won't even make you pay for it. You can have it. I don't want it anymore. And then we're gonna spin the wheel and forget we ever did it. Yeah. We're gonna finish this and spin the wheel and forget that it ever happened. I'm hoping that I can somewhat redeem it with the eyes. Cursed by Lumi. So if someone asks, what did Lumi do during stream today? What is our answer? Practice. Like when we go to raid and someone goes, oh, what was Lumi working on stream today? What do we say? History. What do we say? But still, all of these are wrong. I can't trust y'all. I can't trust you. True. It will depend on what we get. But yeah, I'm just gonna glue these eyes on. Because like I said, I'm not committed anymore. Guys, I was gonna make it heckin' cute. I thought it was gonna be so adorable. It's just cursed. weird pattern. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's the pattern because I probably messed up somewhere along the way. I am not perfect by any means. Needs to be smaller. Kirby ate a wrecked car. Yeah. This car was in the junkyard for a reason. No one wants this car. And I mean no one. No one wants it. Ezrealis is just funny like that. Kirby eyes? Do we have any light blue? Alex, did you have a light blue felt over there?
What do you count as light blue?
What?
What do you count as light blue?
Lighter than navy.
Yeah. It's like teal, or light or dark teal.
Yeah. The jokester for the core. Ah, yes. Our resident jokester. Resident jokester, do you have a joke for us today? Isn't that Moonhawker? Yeah, we have a troop of jokesters here. I need a piece of paper. I need a piece of paper. I probably need to get a new tube of E6000. Because I think this one has a hole in it. I believe tis has a hole. Tis a hole. It has. And is there a better glue to be using for this? Absolutely. But do I care? No. No, I do not care. As I have previously stated. We're using what we got. Kirby eyes. A 10 out of 10 on the burgers. That's because they were made by Chef Youth 8. Professional. Professional chef? Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Honestly, hot glue would have been best, but that would have required me getting out my hot glue gun. And I ain't doing that. It's Kirby. It's Kirby, guys. It's Kirby. Be amazed. Amazement. Be amazed. Thank you. Oh, I need to give him pink cheeks. 1 second. Thank you. I'm amazed that's supposed to... You know, Lunaku, words hurt. You know what? Words hurt. No, it's okay. It's not a good Kirby. I know that it's not a good Kirby. Okay? I know. I know it's not a good Kirby. I know. I know it is. It's not your fault. I don't know whose fault it is, other than my own. Whatever. An unholy being made the pattern. But it's someone's fault. Yeah. I don't know whose fault it is, but it's not mine. I have absolved myself of all wrongdoings. Guys, maybe Kirby just shouldn't have been made into a car. Maybe I'm Icarus and flew too close to the sun. This is not what Nintendo had in mind when they made Car Kirby. I will remind everyone, this was just a toy car pattern, and I am the one that took said car pattern and made it into a Kirby car pattern. This is the if there's a Kirby car pattern, it did not exist when I started this, so I just took a pattern of a car and made it into Kirby. So it really is only my fault and my fault alone. The real Car Kirby was the friends we made along the way. So true, so true. So true. Whoopsie. I'm knocking stuff down. Maybe. Maybe. But it's too late now. Lightning McKirby. Incredible. I was trying to make like a little guardrail or like a little bumper. But now it just looks like Kirby's Angie. Which is probably true, in all honesty. Okay, enough diddly-daddling and fiddly-faddling. Let's get on to the wheels, because we have to make 4 of them. Wheels. Ten out of 10 Halloween decoration. Thank you. Thank you. That's actually what I was going for this whole time. I really wanted a Kirby Halloween decoration. That's really what I was going for, you know. Obviously. I'm hoping putting on the wheels, I'll hate it less. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. A pumpkin Kirby would be cute. I won't be making that though, because I already attempted to make this and it turned out less than fantastic. Okay, well, I should slip stitch with black then. We only accept excellence in Lemmy streams? Well then, you may want to close your eyes. You may want to close your eyes. You've sitting here this whole time, you've's like, I think it's really cute. I'll send it to you. Just kidding. I already said I would send it to Frissy. Frissy wants the cursed Carby. All cursed objects must go to Frissy. He's so dead. He's so dead. The eyes are cute. Well, at least something is. Does it work? Oh, I don't know. Does it work? I think you have to have BTTV to get that to work. If you do, then it does work. I think I have an ingrown nail and it's driving me insane because it's on the middle finger that I'm using to hold my project. Thanks, says Relish. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, Azraelis, I meant to message you, but you're not in the Discord. I need you to do ! social and go to the giveaway form and put in your Addy so that I can send you your sticker from Camp Lotad. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Where? No, stickers I can put international stamps on, so it's only $1.50 to send stickers. So I'm usually pretty okay doing stickers. Oh. 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 And that goes to anybody else that hasn't put down their Addy yet. What? I'm supposed to make another one of these and then crochet them together. Okay. If you say so. So I really have to make 8 wheels. Is what you're telling me. Ugh. I thought we would maybe get to something else today. But if I have to make 8 wheels, I don't think that's happening, Chief. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like you should just group all the things you're gonna send me in one if it's gonna be cheaper overall, less work for you. What all do I have to send you? I have to send you your fusion. But other than that, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll send both Celine and the fusion together. Yeah. That'll definitely be better as one package, you're right. I'll let you know. If it's over £1, I'll probably ask for help because once international gets over £1 is usually when it bumps from $18 to like $35, $40. So I will probably ask for at least half. Because the rest should be covered by Strim. I done it? Hopefully, right? Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. I was just getting stickers ready together last night. and went to message people that I know I don't have addresses for, and I couldn't find you. You were hidden from me. Sneaky, sneaky. Ah! Ah! There we go. Ah! What? Why can't I pull this through? Ah. This is why I hate these frickin' crochet hooks. There we go. Oh. 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 Okay. Now we shall tie everything together. Maybe I should sign up for Discord. It's, you know, it's up to you. You don't have to be in Discord if you don't want to. I thought that you were because I remember you sending pictures of your bookmarks. So I was like, I've seen pictures. So I just figured you had posted those pictures in the Discord. But I guess I was wrong and they were posted in chat. Da, 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 da. How is this supposed to work? I have to crochet them together. Ah! After this project, I am throwing away this crochet hook. I hate it. I've decided. It's... How do I put this? It's sharp. If that makes sense. So when you go to pull it back through, it catches everything. So then you have to go back in and back through and back in, pull back through over and over until it stops catching. And it's just awful. It was a cheapie that I got when I was first starting crochet. And I have so many other crochet hooks that I love that I would rather use. Into the smelter. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Especially when you're working with something like black, which you can't really see your stitching or where everything's supposed to go. And then when you go to pull it back through, it's like, no. No. Attachment issues. For real. For real. It's killing my hand. Jeez Louise. This wheel killed my hand. There's a wheel. Control C, Control V the rest. I wish. I wish. Yarncrafter, hello. How was your stream? Welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How's it hanging? How's it correct-a-leckin'? Welcome. Welcome. Shield your eyes. You do not want to see what I'm working on. Trust me. Trust me. Ooh, spindle. Very nice, very nice. Do you have any pictures of what you're... of the roving you're using? I would like to see the pretty colors. Also, hello, Ghost Story. And up sync. No. You psych Kelly? Please correct me. Upcycly. Yes, yes. It's some bits and ends. Ooh. So you're the creator of the blend. I see, I see. I'm sure it is very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Welcome. Thank you again for that raid. I'm glad you had a good stream. For anybody new here, hello, my name is Lumi. That's what you can call me. I use she, her pronouns. Today we are working on a Carby, which is Car Kirby. For anybody that plays Kirby games, you'll know that the most recent Kirby, we were blessed with Kirby being able to eat a car and thus turn into Carby. I started this Ami way back when that game came out and promptly dropped it because it started to feel like it was bad. And it turns out that it is. It is bad. It doesn't look like a car whatsoever. I don't know what it looks like. Even with a single wheel on it, it still doesn't look like a car. So welcome. Welcome. Chat's trying to convince me that it looks fine. Others think it's cursed. So you tell me. If you are appalled, you may close your eyes. And I apologize wholeheartedly. Thank you. No. But we have a single wheel on it now. So, you know. Yeah, it's the unofficial official version of Kirby that ate a car that was about to be scrapped for parts, for metal. Because it got molded wrong and welded into the wrong bits. So, yeah. I think it's cute and it's not how it's supposed to look. Wait. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think it's cute in its messed up way. Do we give it a single wheel? A single wheel. That's how much of a junk car it is. It doesn't even have all of its wheels. Save your hands. Give it a flat tire. I wonder how I could do that. My main issue, so for anybody that's wondering why I'm having so much trouble with this I started way back when I was newer to making amigurumis. So it is one of my older amis. And when I was first starting, I had some of these wooden and metal crochet hooks that I got. This one's not too bad, but this one is a 4-3.5 millimeter. So that's not great. But then also the hook is sharp, so it catches on everything. And it's awful. So we can give it a flat tire. I'll just do Uh, single? No. I'll do slip stitches instead of increases on that, on one side. One, two, three, four, five, six. Honestly, this hook would be better or would be fine if I wasn't making amis with stuff. But because everything's so tight with amis, when I go to put through it, yarn over, pull through, the yarn just gets shredded. Give it to Kitty. I don't even think the cats want it. I don't even think the cats want it. No, this is gonna go to one of our wonderful moderators, Frissy, because Frissy loves the cursed things. Okay. Six. I mean, no one said I had to finish this today, but the fact that I only need to do 2 more wheels on this will drive me insane. Oh. You know, I thought about that, Ezrealis, and that's probably easier. But now that I've already done one and sewn it on, I'm not sure if doing another one would be like that, would make it look off or not. There's just no way. I may just do 2 wheels. Because this is just so tough. Or come back to it another day when my hands are... There's a piece of my sanity fly away. Highly likely at this point. If you see it, can you catch it? I kind of need it. I kind of need it. We got an ad. Thank you for the head pats and the treat. Do you want to pick out what my treat is? We have green apple, strawberry, raspberry, orange, and cola. Cola. Cola is a good flavor. I will finish this wheel and then I shall reward myself with candy. Will you? It doesn't look like a flat tire, but it definitely looks different than the other tire. Yes. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. Oh, whoa. Thank you for the candy. Candy helps. Can you hear me chew? I hope not. I'm not gonna chew louder. There's some people out there with, what is it called? That stuff that gives you the heebie-jeebies when you hear certain things. Yeah. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe one day I'll do an ASMR stream. You guys can listen to all those good Lumi chomps. Do all the wrong things. Yeah, I'm not quiet whatsoever. Hey, Drifty. Another project? Gasp. Do we have one that we're cautious of? She's gonna do the moving the microwave to breathe and everything, not vocal like chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Dun, 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 dun. Chocolate rain. Okay, there we go. We have another wheel. This wheel is smaller. I tried to make it a flat wheel, but it just ended up looking like a regular wheel. I don't know how. It's just a smaller wheel. Anyway, 2 more wheels. No. Some stay dry, but others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. I only know Purple Rain. Chocolate Rain is kind of a viral. It's a song that went viral a long time ago. I'd definitely look it up. It was just a song that this guy wrote. But when he sings it, his voice is like super deep. So it became a meme. One, two, three, four, five, six. Meow, 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 meow. He has a baby face, but his voice is ridiculously manly. Ridiculously manly. Really ridiculously good looking. Hey Dan, how's it going? Like warm melted chocolate, yep. Chocolate rain. I mean, if you go to YouTube and in the search bar type in chocolate rain, you'll find them. Tezonde. I did not know his real name, but now I do. Until I forget about it. Because I have the memory of a goldfish. You know what? It's gonna be smaller, but it's gonna drive me less insane. We're gonna use a good crochet hook. We'll just try to be cautious of being pretty loosey-goosey with it. Making a Kirby card? Yes. It's not that great, but yes. Thank you for the follow. Dan knows it's recognizable, guys. It's recognizable. So we've got that going for us. You know? So far, it's just a good hook makes all the difference, guys. I have to use that Garbage hook. Get it out of here. Anybody want it? I'll send it to you. Anybody want to get any crochet and want an okay starter hook? Actually, I don't even know if I want to start, because if I send this to someone who's starting out with crochet or is newer to crochet, they're gonna quit. They're gonna stop. They're not gonna want to touch it because it's that hard to use. Yeah, I'll make them hate crochet. That's what this crochet hook does. It's its secret power. Is it makes people hate crochet. Loathe it. Loathe it! Disgusting. Get out of here. I'm only using you for the base. But yeah, I'm making a car Kirby. It's not turning out the way that I want it to. So I'm kind of like just trying to finish it so that it's done. And so that I can say that it's no longer a work in progress. And it will never grace my eyes or presence ever again. It will not be a constant reminder of my failure. So yeah. But it is a car Kirby. And I'm glad that you recognized it, Dan, because I don't think it looks like it at all. So if somebody recognized it, that means at least it looks at least a touch like Kirby. Carby, if you will. Kirby's in disguise. Yeah. It's a transformer. Transformers. Robots in disguise. Transformers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bum, ba, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, okay. There we go. You've got all the Pokemons. Youth is the ultimate trainer. Now you're just showing off. Oh my god, the wheel looks the same, if not better. And it's all because I'm using a better... Oh my god, Cicala. Oh, hello. Hello! Welcome to my hell, for lack of a better word. Cicala, this pattern is supposed to be the pattern for a car. A little toy car. I followed the pattern. I don't know what happened. Is cute. Wrongo. Wrongo. No. Cicala, like youth, is just trying to be nice. What's the pattern? I don't think it's cute. I don't. I would send you the pattern, Cicala, or the link to the pattern, but it is no longer being sold on Etsy. They have taken it down off of Etsy. It was just supposed to be a toy car. Look away from it for a while, come back to it. No, it's being finished. And then I'm never looking at it ever again. Anyway, it's supposed to... I modified the pattern to make it look like car Kirby. And by modify, I mean I did a color change. If anybody wants to know, I really do feel like I did something wrong. Because, without giving away too much, this is what it's supposed to look like. That is the shape of the car supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to look like. Not what I have. What I have is a different beast. Your car looks cuter? Okay. I don't think so. But I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad someone likes it. I just don't know what I did wrong. So the back of the car looks like the front of the car. You know? It's just a different model. Yes, of course. Of course. This is just a different model car. Yeah. It got possessed. Oh, it's got something, all right. Oh, it's got something. It's got something. No, I think I'm having a bout of doubt because yesterday we created an adorable outfit for this Wobbuffet. Completely free-handed, mind you. I didn't have a pattern for any of these things. I just made them. And it turned out super heckin' cute and a little silly, but still super heckin' cute. And then today we have this monstrosity. So I think I'm just yeah. But it'll be done today, and I will ship it off to someone who will love it, whether it was perfect or not. Is there a sour candy without the dust on it? The stuff is making me cough. I got XP from this. Yeah. Exactly. Being too hard on yourself. I don't know. There is sour candy without the powder stuff on it. Warheads has powder on it, but it's not a loose powder. Kind of. And then there's also some sour jellies and jams. In like little sour containers. Sour spray. There's also some usually hard candy doesn't have the stuff on it. It's usually like gummings and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Mike and Ike sours. Yeah, they used to be called Zours, I think. Those are really good. Also, lemon heads. Lemon hits are sour candy that don't have the powder on them. Sours, chewy sweet tarts are sour but don't have the powder on them. I mean, I know some people that like eat that sour powder by like a spoonful because they just love it. But it can get caught in your throat pretty easily. We have one more half of a wheel to make, and then this will be done. By the time this is done, I will probably have to be done for today because me and Alex have to go to the grocery store before it gets too busy. 5, 6. And I wasn't even trying to win. That's what being a professional is all about. Professional. With the tires, it's a car. I mean, I can't argue with that logic. It is a car. I think I will crochet some tiny mirrors real quick to sew on. Because I think that'll help make it look a little bit more like a car if it has some mirrors on the sides. It's a pokes. It's a polywag. Get the polywag. My face is all itchy. Oh, also, if y'all want to see some knitting, tonight, I believe, is the knitting stream with Pix. Pix, Duo, Zakayla, and, Heather are all going to be, yeah, are all going to be crocheting an adorable little, Pix coaster. Pix is going to be, knitting. Did I say crocheting? I meant knitting if I said crochet. They're going to be teaching Pix how to crochet. It should be a very good time. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Bum 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 bum. I'm almost there. Although I did give myself more to do. Because I think I'm gonna put some quick review mirrors on him. Because I can. I don't know, I think that might help it look more cute because it'll also look like little hands. Okay. The wheels are on. The wheels on the Kirby go round and round, round and round, round and round. Okay, really quick. Let me see if I can make some quick little nubby hands. And I will be using the good crochet hook so that this goes faster. Hi, Nick. Thank you for the sniffs. Appreciate the sniffs. Sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind, sir. Too kind. Too kind. Where's my sewing needle? Where is it? Nick. Oh, here it is. I found it. Thank you. I don't think Nick knows what Nick approves of. Yeah, I don't think you know what you approve of. Yeah. Apologize, you can't see anything. You should spend some of that Pokemon money. Get you some good Pokeballs. Okay. The Windows / Nubby Hands may make this adorable to me. Maybe. Potentially. Potentially. Yeah. Yes, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have one window / Nubby Hand. Spiders terrorizing me while I clean. How dare they? Hi, buddy. You're so precious. Yeah, you're so precious. Mom's just trying to get this done so that we can go shopping. Yeah, get some foods. Yeah. Get some foods. Yeah. Silly boy. Okay. Let me finish the other Nubby Hand. And then we will be done with this Carby. Carby shall be done. And we will never speak of it again. Hi, Nick. I know. I know. I know. I'm sorry. Here, you can hold my arm. There. I'm gonna keep working. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working. Yeah. Sorry, the string was tickling your ear. That's my bad. That's my bad. You gonna bite me? Hmm? Are you gonna give me a love nibble? Hmm? I feel like that's what you're gonna do. You're being awfully cute, sir. But I know your agenda. There's a pokes. Grab it, because it's probably going to be the last one today. A cackney. Okay, let's get this other nub on here. Yeah, Nick. The other nub. Yes, Nick? Yes? Okay. Ba-da-da-da. I know you're getting angry. I understand. I understand. Yes. Thank you. Okay? I get it. I get it, okay, kitty. He's upset I'm not petting him. But I'm trying to get this done. Okay. Here it is. From the front, it looks good. The front looks great. Even. Sides, if we just don't look at this part. Da-da-da. Pretty cute, eh? Brum, 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 brum. Jode vroom vroom. Jode vroom vroom. Jode vroom vroom. There we go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our whip wheel journey. Here's Carby. Carby. The mirrors / nubby hands helped, I think. I think. I get a treat! I'll eat this treat as we raid out. Because we are going to go find someone to raid for today. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da. Appreciate the treat. Oop. That was probably loud, I apologize. But anyway, one less whip on the wheel, guys. We're gonna consider that donezo. Which means I can add a whip to the wheel, right? That's how that works, right? Hey, Action, how's it going? One off the wheel, one onto the wheel. Right? I'm just saying. Action, you're doing fine. I am glad that you are doing fine. I'm doing well as well. Yeah. That's a good way of doing it. A much better way of doing it. I think we shall go raid play in the mud. Cause I stayed on a little late. I gotta skedaddle quick. That's a good rule, Emma. That's a good rule. And currently today, Play in the Mud is actually throwing on the pottery wheel. So if you want to enjoy some pottery being thrown, you can check out Play in the Mud. Always makes me think of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy running on the ski needle. Yeah. That's true. That's how I run. I only skedaddle. No rules can rule me. If there are no rules, then you can't break them. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. You know? If there aren't any to begin with, you can't break them. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out through today's whip wheel. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle a little bit. I will be throwing away that crochet hook. It's a garbage. It is a garbage. Ghost story. Oh, I just realized it's like one word. Ghost story. Thank you for that follow and welcome. But thank you for joining me for this whip wheel. Tomorrow we'll be playing some games with the mods. Y'all. I still need to get in contact with Keshi to figure out what exactly that all entails. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today, and I hope I get to see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Story. Yeah, I wrote it as ghost story as well. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.